Boy, the grocery store. The grocery store price is so high. It's expensive to go and eat these days. I'm hungry. What are we gonna do, y'all? We'll get into some videos today where people putting the proof in the pudding. I'm Tiffany Rose. Join the conversation.
One day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant.
Welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to get into some videos with people talking about these food prices is out of this world. You already know it. And I love when people go out and report and show us what's on the shelves, what they seeing. And we're going to get right on into it.
Now, I know you got to be kidding me. This is the Uncrustables, $9.48. You got the great value, 10 peanut butter sandwiches, $8.44. We can take this to the house and freeze this ourselves and crunch the ends off of it and put it in a Ziploc bag for $8.44. What are we doing this at? Like, I mean, and then you got the great value food sandwiches for $3.74. Can't be, y'all got to. Come on, government, y'all got to help us out now. Y'all, these prices are getting ridiculous. Now, y'all know I love my great value. Ain't nothing wrong with the great value. For $8, $9 for 10 sandwiches? Come on, y'all. Holla at your girl.
See, and that's what I be talking about. Nowhere in the hell I'm paying $8, $9, $10, $7 for some Crustables. Get you some peanut butter, some jelly. You can get it mixed, but you'll get more if it's unmixed. Single jar of peanut butter, single jar of jelly, a loaf of bread. You make sandwiches all day, all week. Depends on how many kids you got. It's no point of buying that unless you just that lazy you cannot spread peanut butter and jelly like our mothers and fathers did on top of bread, because that price is crazy. That used to be a price of meat, like a ground beef or something, for $10. I don't know. It's just little stuff like that that make that bill when you get to the register. It's up there. Yeah, they taste good. Yeah, they nice, but they cost too much. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It costs too much. It's like buying a sub versus buying all the ingredients and can make sandwiches all week. It's a big difference. With a loaf of bread, a pack of sandwich meat, they got maybe 15, 20 pieces in it. $1, $2, I don't know, did they raise the price of lettuce shreds? And some mayo. Just cheaper. You eat sandwiches all week that way. If you go and spread that mayo on the bread yourself versus a pre-made sub. That's the corners you gotta cut. I'm not talking to the people who do that and know that, because y'all know what time it is. We talking about the people that's blind as hell picking up $10 peanut butter and jelly. Talking about some Crustables. Let's get into it.
$18 for a Big Mac meal. To some, this is just another sign of food inflation running amok in America. To me, this is about more than just the price of a burger. The cheap hamburger is that classic American food. It's also America's favorite dish. We eat an estimated 50 billion burgers a year, and the vast majority of those come from affordable restaurant chains like McDonald's and Burger King. For the millions of Americans whose idea of dining out is a meal at one of those restaurants, it is their third place. That term was coined by sociologist Ray Oldenburg to describe the social environment where people are most likely to spend time after home and work. Now, you can get a cheap burger in plenty of places in New York for $2.55 or even less, but that's not our third place. In small towns, especially in poor and middle-income neighborhoods, a McDonald's can serve as a community center where people build and foster physical social networks. It can be a public square where people break free from their social media bubbles and encounter a wider range of ideas. Now, already fewer than 10% of people who eat McDonald's food are actually dining in a McDonald's. That's down from 25% before the pandemic. And the CEO of McDonald's has already said that making his burgers more affordable is going to be a big priority this year. But if fewer Americans are going to their third places, there will be consequences for society at large. For one, at a time of profound political division, exacerbated by polarizing influences of an election year, we may need our third places more than ever. Side of fries couldn't hurt.
Yeah. If you're not in this recession, when you go to fast food, the best thing for you to do is pick the $5 meal. Like, why look at anything else? $5 meal. Burger, fries, nuggets, drink, $5. But I wanted a chicken sandwich. So did I. I wanted one too. But it was $12 if I wanted that. $5 meal. $5 meal. When you go to Wendy's, biggie bag. Go to Taco Bell, crunch wrap box. Each fast food place got some kind of special. And when you say their name, you already know what you're eating. You don't have to look on the menu. I'm talking about just money-saving hacks. Money-saving hack. McDonald's. Ain't nothing about on that menu but the $5. It's about overall saving money. It's still living. It's not really affecting you. $5 meal. The M sign, the golden arches, $5. I don't want nothing else. Well, I want to get the kids a Happy Meal. $5 meal. They get more food. Oh man, Taco Bell had $7 box. Taco Bell, $7. Oh, I'm pulling up at Wendy's. Can I get a biggie bag, $5 bag, 4 for 4, whatever they got? That is no use of looking at the 1, the 2, the 3, the 6. But man, I feel like a chicken sandwich. I know you feel like it, but do you feel like saving money overall? Biggie bag, $5 meal. It's that simple. You still get some fast food if you want to every once in a while when you eat. And you know, we incorporate that in our food. So every once in a while. But you should know the specials. We got to stretch that dollar because the prices is so out of control. We must stretch the dollar to the longest capacity so we can get more of our money. Let's not be blind when you go places. It's like walking into a store. When you walk into the store, you have to walk to the clearance aisle first. Don't do no blind shopping. No blind shopping. Because if I spend some money, it's going to be on something I really like to have fun with, like a big TV, a 80-inch. That's what I'm spending some money on. Something I can look at and enjoy. Something like that. For example.
DoorDash partnering with Klarna to offer buy now, pay later for fast food delivery is the epitome of how messed up America's food systems are. Financing companies are preying on young Americans to spend beyond their means on cheap, unhealthy, and overpriced food. Over 50% of Gen Z cannot cook and have been tricked into relying on ultra-processed food and fast food that isn't good for our wallets, health, or farms. Meanwhile, our meat, produce, grocery, seed, and food supplies are being centralized by a small number of corporations that will stop at nothing to gouge prices. We need to help rebuild local food systems to restore our food sovereignty, which is why it's extremely important to connect with local farms and community gardens, start school gardens, and start growing a few pieces of food ourselves. To help you do this, I made a free map with over 6,200 local farms, a map with over 1,000 community gardens, a map with 160 local grain mills, and I carry over 160 heirloom and pesticide-free seeds. I linked a pack of my heirloom French garden green bean seeds in this video if you want to try growing them at home.
I remember when beans and tuna used to be struggle meals, and we could get the canned beans for like 50 cents, right? 50 cents. Okay, now it's over $1. Okay, $1.18. Okay, but why the fuck am I paying almost $10 for a pack of 4 cans of tuna? What? Almost $2 for a little fucking pack of tuna? Hold on. $1.58 for a little pack of tuna. $1.58, right? $9 for a 4-pack of fucking tuna. Our struggle meals need to have struggle meals at this point, because what the fuck? Oh.
Man, tuna going up. Oh, Lord. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Because tuna used to be like 50 cents, 46 cents. You feed the whole house 4 cans. 4 cans, 3 eggs, mayo, and you know the rest. But y'all raising the tuna up to $2 a can. $9 for 4 tunas.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
At the grocery store, new numbers show it is having an impact on what people are actually eating. CBS's Elise Preston reports tonight from Los Angeles.
Grocery shoppers are experiencing sticker shock on store shelves, while poultry, pork, and milk saw average prices decline from January to February. The cost of other pantry staples like cereals, baked goods, and seafood increased. The overall food at home index rose nearly 2% over the last 12 months. That's a key measure of inflation based on food consumed at home. Mark Sandy is the chief economist for Moody's Analytics.
Are we expecting food prices to rise even more? Yeah, I think so. Every year they're rising about 2%, which is pretty close to the overall rate of inflation. We're all should buckle in here and expect food prices to continue to rise at a healthy pace.
Egg prices alone are nearly 59% higher than they were this time last year. The cost of beef up more than 7.5% since February 2024. Fed Chair Jerome Powell acknowledged the impact it's having on consumers.
They're unhappy, and they're not wrong to be unhappy that prices went up quite a bit, and they're paying a lot for those things.
That's apparently forcing Americans to cut back on their favorite treats. General Mills, Smucker's, and Campbell's are among companies reporting a drop in snack sales.
If you have to pay more for food and you're a low middle income household without much or any savings, you got to make some pretty hard choices.
And with those hard choices, Zandy says shop for the best deals. Elise Preston, CBS News.
Hell yeah, they mad. They tired of that. Everybody tired of this, man. Fix it. Take it back like it used to be when everybody could afford to eat and pay their damn bills and just be a human, not waking up every day aggravated as hell because it's time to pay rent on the first. Goddamn, nobody want to talk to you. Everybody got a goddamn frown on their face. This is stupid. We supposed to be the greatest country, not the frustrated country. It's almost like we getting some kind of karma. It's coming back to haunt us or something with this crap that's going on. Then we trying to figure ways to figure it out and get through it and make it on through. That's all you can do at this point. Keep praying. Folks online crying and stuff about a grocery bill shitting themselves out.
So everybody is up in arms about the prices of eggs, the prices of food, the price of everything is like double. Things are just skyrocketing. Ground beef, used cars, those prices are enormous. Everything is just high. Everybody's expressing what's going on. Regardless of who you voted for, we all got to deal with this. But my thing is this here. We complaining, but have you come up with some type of plan? Some type of plan to help you make it through these rough times right now. Because, hey, it's here. We in it. We all gonna feel it. Yeah, we know some people voted for this administration and they catching hell. But guess who else gonna be catching it? We all gonna catch it because we all gotta eat. We all gotta spend money in grocery stores. We gotta buy cars. We're consumers, so we all gonna feel the crunch. But just sitting back complaining about it is not going to do a thing. We have to come up with some type of plan. We just can't sit back and just cry all day and just be in misery. Look, if you got to figure out a way where you're going to cut back doing some of the luxury things that you do, some of the extra curriculum things that you do, maybe you have to cut that out. Maybe instead of eating steak 3-4 times a week, maybe you need to cut it down to 1 week. Maybe you need to stop getting that hitting Starbucks every day. Maybe you need to cut it down to 1 day a week or 2 days, or maybe you need to start doing your thing at the crib with your coffee. Whatever you got to do, you got to come up with some type of plan to make it through these rough times. All of jumping down on these people who voted for the administration. Beating them down, it ain't doing nothing because it's still gonna hit your pocket too. Let's just be real about this here. So we just got to be focused. We got to figure out a way to make sure that we can keep money flowing the right way in our households, and have this discussion with your family, your kids as well. Everybody got to be on point right now in this situation because daily something's happening. We're hearing about this, we're hearing about that, and some people seem to think it's just going to happen to a certain group of people and no, this happening to everybody. If you're a consumer in America, you're going to feel the crunch. Sorry, you catching it too. So just stay focused, don't get caught up in all the hoopla. Sit down with your family, put the plan together. Even if you have to go and get a second stream income. I'm not sitting up here trying to sell any kind of programs or anything. I'm just trying to make sure that you're looking at this thing the right way. I know I'm doing this for my family, and I think it'll help you and your family. Just my thoughts, just sharing some information.
Right. So we know that it's been going on for years. We must continue to find better ways to sustain ourselves. So we not talking to the people that already good budgeters, already know how to coupon, already know, hey, we go cut this out, we go do this, the whole diet gotta change. We talking people who don't know that. The blind shoppers, paying $1,000 a month for a car instead of just buying one for like $5K, saving that up. You might have to walk a little longer, but save that $5 up and just pay it out. The long run to be better. We talking about people like that. People just going in the store and have no idea how to shop and just picking up anything and then crying, talking about it's $800 for the month. Grocery, they don't get it. I'm talking to those people. We're not talking to the live within your meaners. Because see, I live within my means. My father-in-law taught me that a long time ago. Live within your means. Don't be the impressor. Don't try to impress nobody. Because you go feel it. Not the one you impressing. They not gonna feel it, you are. So I'm talking to those people because you're not the only one feeling it. It's people feeling it. It's people crashing out online about it. It's people breaking down. It's people crying. If you got money, a whole bunch of money, and it don't bother you, and you go spend $500 at the grocery store and that's nothing to you, this video ain't for you. This is for the average $50,000 or less a year employee that's trying to figure out how they gonna pay their bills, how they gonna buy food, and balance the family life. Because balance the family life is, hey, I want to take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese. Getting summertime, time to go to Six Flags. Like, people trying to balance that stuff out. Because what is life if it's just work at home, work and home, work and home? That's not living. That's no fun. Work too damn hard to just go to work and home. But let me know down in the comments what you got going on. How your day going? Shout out to None Your Biz. I see you, girl. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys feel about these food prices going on? Did you encounter any this week? I'm out.
One day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think